Today, I want to go over the Game 5 draft of D plus Kia vs T1 earlier this morning in the LCK Regional Qualifier. This was a really tense, high-stakes series that went the full 5 games, with DK coming out on top and securing their spot at Worlds. Let's take a look. T1 first pick Ashe, which is good. Solid themes of long range and scaling, and she's just a very versatile champion. She can engage and go forward with arrow, or she can kite back well with her passive slows. Also, her utility with Hawkshot is great for competitive play. Solid first pick for T1. Now we want them to build around similar themes the rest of the draft to create a consistent comp identity. DK first rotate Lilia and Misfortune. This is a decent opening rotation on red side. Lilia is of course the premier jungler in the game currently, as she is one of the more overloaded kits in the jungle pool. Misfortune also combos well with her because bullet time is coded as a damage over time effect, meaning that it does not wake up an enemy slept by Lilia ult. This is a very nice combo at every stage of the game, and of course both of these champions scale very well. The only thing I don't like here is the Misfortune into Ashe matchup. This is pretty hard losing in my opinion. Ashe has longer range and better kiting ability. Also, Ashe can simply save her ult for when MF ults and cancel it immediately. Yes, an ally can block the arrow, but it is still an advantageous matchup for Ashe regardless. T1, 2-3 Zyra and Corki, which is very good. They are building around common themes very well here, with strong scaling, range, and zone control around objectives. Zyra is also probably the next best meta jungler after Lilia since the brand nerfs came in, so that's fine. I prefer Karthus or Fiddlesticks, but who am I to say? Zyra is still perfectly fine. DK then oddly blind pick Leona on R3 instead of simply countering mid lane pick. This is confusing since support matchup is vital and competitive, and they already see T1's mid lane pick. It would have been very easy to pick something like Yone or Gangplank here to beat Corki in lane and match his scaling. Instead, they blind Leona, which will come back to bite them. Through first phase, I firmly favor T1 with good matchups and a consistent theme. Even though DK have strong synergies themselves, they have a rough bot lane matchup, and the blind pick support is just objectively incorrect. DK R4 LeBlanc, which is where they lose the draft in my opinion. This champion, and most assassins in general, are just not it in competitive play, and she requires significant resources early to snowball and deal meaningful damage. It does have kill potential against Corki early, but I just don't see this pick doing a whole lot, barring her being very fed. T1 round out with Cassante and Poppy, which is decent. Blinding Cassante is very standard at this point, so I'll just give up trying to tell teams to pick real tanks like Ornn. The champ isn't bad, just not the best at what he wants to do. The Poppy, however, is fantastic. This is where blind picking Leona really hurt DK. Poppy absolutely destroys Leona since she can ground her Zenith Blade. Very nice counter pick from T1. Combined with a good Ashe into Misfortune matchup, T1's bot lane should have heavy advantage in this game. DK then R5 counter with Gnar, which is just bad. The champ just kinda sucks. We saw Bwipo pull out the Garen counter pick into Cassante and it smashed the game, but useless non-counters are okay too. They did win the game after all. Overall, T1 had the better draft, no question about it. More consistent themes with a solid draft identity and a goal inside the game. Compare that to the randomness of the LeBlanc and Gnar picks, and it's a pretty significant draft win for T1 here. The fact that they lost this Game 5 is a testament to how broken and tired this team is. Hopefully they improve enough to beat either KT Rolster or Fear X and sneak into Worlds, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if they spent the coming months on their couches. Before this series, I saw a YouTube poll predicting the winner of this series, and it was 82% in favor of T1. Delusional fanboys, you get what you deserve. Thanks for watching, see you next time.